Arsenal received massive breaking news for the Slavia Prague game. Yes guys, welcome back to your boys channel. Today we are going to discuss a massive development in the Arsenal vs Slavia Prague game and what could be a massive boost for Mikel Arteta's Arsenal, as well as that what are these links linking Hakan Çalhanoğlu with a transfer to the Arsenal. Let's discuss in today's video. Yo, what's going on guys, man, it's Baz14 and welcome back to your boys channel. As always, before we get into the video, so make sure to go down there, show some love, smash it a like, subscribe to the thing if you are new, and let me know your thoughts down below as always on all things that I am going to discuss. So without any further ado, let's get into the latest Arsenal news today. Here we go. The first thing that we need to discuss is Slavia Prague and Arsenal team news. Now normally I would do this a day before the game, but I'm doing this 2 days before because we have some breaking news. First things first, in terms of Slavia Prague, we have the defender Ondřej Kúdela, and if you don't know who he is, he's that same Donny that was in question for the whole racist incident in the Rangers game on former Arsenal player Glenn Kamara. And in terms of my man here, he is out of the game. As has been announced today, Slavia Prague defender Kúdela will not travel to London to face Arsenal due to health problems. Kúdela was due to be questioned by the police over the Kamara incident when in the UK. Now I'm not sure what this whole health problem is. I don't know if he's injured or if it was the Gareth Bale, elbow to the face, whatever it is, he's not going to be here. He's not coming to the Emirates Stadium. And I'm not going to lie, with the whole thing, it just seemed like a massive coincidence and it does not seem right. I ain't going to lie, it does not look right to me either. But in terms of him as a player and his importance to Slavia Prague as a player himself, he is their first team centre-back, which has now been ruled out. And saying that, there is even more breaking news today. As has been announced here as well, Simon Deli, another starting centre-back for Slavia Prague, won't play on Thursday in the Europa League due to injury. There is only one healthy central defender for Slavia's squad right now. One healthy centre-back. Their two main starting centre-backs are started against Rangers are both finito, they're out, and while you don't want to risk injury on any player, it's a massive boost for Arsenal regardless. And I've also heard that their main goalkeeper is out for the game as well, so their back five or back four is gonzo, it's finito. And you know what, that's a massive boost for Arsenal because this is a must-win game. We all know that by now. And in terms of them as a team, in terms of going forward, yes, Slavia Prague are good. They can cause you issues, but defensively, they've nullified Rangers. They've nullified, of course, Leicester City as well. And the main part of that was the two centre-backs who are now both out of the first leg in this Europa League crunch tie. Arsenal, I'm begging you, be serious, be up for it, and no messing about. In terms of the Arsenal team news and KT, Kieran Tierney, Tesco's finest. It has been announced by the Standard that Arsenal faced the prospect of being without Kieran Tierney for both legs of the Europa League quarter-final with Slavia Prague after he suffered a knee injury, with initial fears he will face the sidelines for a few weeks. Now in terms of few weeks and what that means, that probably means 3 to 4 to 5 potential weeks on the sidelines, and so that definitely rules them out of the quarter-final in terms of both legs. It's not going to happen, and if Arsenal somehow progress the semi-final, the final itself, if you even get there, Kieran Tierney is going to be a massive question about his fitness. And this is where it goes back to Arsenal, and they have to take blame for this because they chose not to sign a backup left back back in January. But now with Kieran Tierney out, we don't have any proper left backs left. The only player we can play there is either Cedric Suarez or maybe even our star boy Bukayo Saka back in at left back. So I'm going to throw it to you, man, in the comments below. Who do you think is the player that Arsenal should look to play as that left back with Kieran Tierney set to be out for what is a few weeks? Saka, Cedric, or someone else, lads? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments as always, and we are gonna move on to Hakan Çalhanoğlu and his links to Arsenal. Hakan, the Turkish baller that plays for AC Milan, and yeah, as I said, he's had a very good season indeed. The report is coming from Sky Sports in Italy, claiming that Hakan Çalhanoğlu's agent has received contract offers from Arsenal and Chelsea. The AC Milan midfielder is now available on a free transfer this summer. Juventus have however submitted a more lucrative offer than the English clubs. Hakan Çalhanoğlu, 2021, 27 years of age, and as I said, had a decent little season. I think he's got 6 goals and 12 assists for club and country this season. But most importantly, he is an out-and-out number 10, and I think in terms of his creative numbers, I think he's averaged 3 key passes per night this season, and he's kind of sustained that over the past few seasons as well, showing that overall he is a decent level creator. Do you know what? He's a very good level creator. And in terms of Arsenal and our current number 10s, you've got Emil Smith-Rowe and Martin Odegaard. But of course, in terms of Odegaard, is he going to stay? Is he going to go? What's going to happen with his loan transfer? We don't quite know yet. And I think for Arsenal here, they see a player who's clearly got quality in him. He's in his prime years at 27 years of age, and he's on a free transfer as well. It's a possibility they have to look at just in case Arsenal don't sign Martin Odegaard. But what are your thoughts on Hakan Çalhanoğlu, and would you take him at the Emirates Stadium even if Arsenal don't sign Odegaard, or even if we do sign Odegaard? Is he a player you want to see Arsenal sign? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments as always. Moving on, lads, in terms of Lucas Torreira, we have an update here from his father, with quotes coming out saying obviously Boca Juniors is the first option for him, but I have recently received other calls from Brazilian teams in case Boca doesn't happen. He also then says if they, Boca Juniors, believe it's convenient that Lucas is the player, they will exhaust the resources to reach an agreement. It's obvious that Boca will have to pay the transfer fee and Arsenal wants something in return. Now this is where it gets a bit sticky, of course, because I know why Lucas Torreira wants to go back to South America. Of course, unfortunately his mother's recently passed away, but in terms of Arsenal as a club, we're going to need to get some sort of fee or something in return, because at the end of the day he's an asset for the club. And in terms of his current market value, I'd probably say it's around 20 million euros. Are Boca Juniors the club that can pay that sort of money? I'm not quite sure. And if it is in terms of Brazilian clubs or Boca Juniors, maybe Arsenal could look to do like some sort of swap deal where they get a player return instead of a transfer fee. Now myself personally, I'm not the biggest South American person in terms of my knowledge of the market there and there, but I'm sure there's plenty of South American Arsenal fans. And so if you are watching this video and you're from that part of the world, then please let me know your thoughts in the comments on any South American gems that Arsenal could look to make a deal with to send Lucas Torreira that way and get a player in return. Let's have a discussion down below. But most importantly, I really do hope Lucas Torreira gets his move to Boca Juniors. I think he needs it, he deserves it, and as I said, this is a lot bigger than football. Let's hope for the best. Moving on, lads, to the other Arsenal news today. First things first, my favourite Greek centre-back, and that is Dinos Mavropanos. What a player, what a guy. And let's look at the stats. This is Mavropanos' stats after a game against Werder Bremen in the Bundesliga. An 82% pass accuracy, 4 interceptions, 1 block shot, 3 tackles, 7 out of 12 ground duels, 3 out of 4 aerial duels, and 3 clearances as well from the Greek tank that is Mavropanos. I'm not gonna lie, lads, he does look like a very decent centre-back. I'm not gonna see the real deal quite yet because he's still got quite a bit to prove, and of course right now he's doing it in the Bundesliga. But one thing I will say, it's shown that he's got quality centre-backs in the past. Of course you got the likes of Upamecano and Kanate from RB Leipzig, but even a player like Kyle Soyuncu, who was signed from the Bundesliga, I believe it was Stuttgart or something like that, to Leicester, again showing they're capable of producing good level centre-backs. And with him being a right-sided centre-back, I really just hope he gets a chance next year. He's 23 years of age, he's got the experience now, he's got the first team experience, he's proven himself as a fit player and not injury prone. And with Arsenal having a lack of quality right-sided centre-backs, I think next season it's time to give Dinos Mavropanos a chance in the first team. But do you agree with me? Let's discuss down below. Also, we have quotes on Aubameyang and Nicolas Pepe from man like Jamie Carragher and Monday Night Football. Jamie Carragher says, I think Aubameyang's performances this season have been lazy at times. I don't care how many goals he gets, he's won golden boots in the past, but he's definitely a player who doesn't bring anything to the team if he doesn't score a goal, and that's a big problem. He also further goes on to add that he could be the next Mesut Ozil for Arsenal in terms of a big player on massive wages not performing. And while that's a massive claim, right now we can't deny Aubameyang is not the player we know he can be and we know he is. Also, in terms of his quotes on Nicolas Pepe, it's not his age or his price tag. Really, he's just not good enough and never will be good enough. So Arsenal need to cut their losses there. So Jamie Carragher has just said it how he thinks it is. He does not think Nicolas Pepe is good enough to perform at Arsenal. Now you man know I'm a massive fan of Pepito. I want to see him succeed at Arsenal, but right now he's not helping his cause. In the big games he plays, he just never turns up, he never has an impact, and he seems like he's completely out of confidence, but most importantly, he does not believe in his ability anymore. And in terms of Aubameyang and Pepe, they're experienced players, they're in 20, and in terms of Aubameyang and Pepe, they're both experienced players, they're more senior attackers, they're big money transfers. I need to see more from them, especially when we look at our young ballers like ESR and Bukayo Saka. And as you can see a stat here yesterday from Monday Night Football, with Saka and Smith Rowe, 10 games played, 7 wins, 2.2 points per game, and 2 goals scored. However, without them though, 20 games played, 5 wins, 1 point per game, and 0.95 goals per game. That is relegation form without a 19-year-old and a 20-year-old, 2 youngsters. And once again, it's an indication to our more experienced attackers to turn up or get out of here. Because right now, when you have players that play for the club, that come from the academy like Saka and Smith Rowe, they are playing for Arsenal, they are playing for the manager and understanding his system. But in terms of Aubameyang and Pepe right now, they just don't seem bothered to me. I need to see more from these big cash money signings that Arsenal made in the past. But what would you do going into the Slavia Prague game if Smith Rowe and Saka are fit? For me, they have to start, but does Aubameyang start, does Pepe start? Let me know your thoughts down below as always. And there you man go, that is the video there and there. Of course, as always, if you have enjoyed it, make sure to go down there, show some love, smash it a like, subscribe to the thing if you are new, and let me know your thoughts down below on all things that I have discussed. The links to all my socials will be down below as well, so if you want to follow man, I would appreciate that. But there you man go, that is the latest Arsenal news there and there. I hope you have enjoyed as always, and I will see you very soon tomorrow indeed. And yeah, that's in a bit.